All right, you are good to go, Mr. Bila.
All right, thank you. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Q1 2021 North Liberty Tree and Stormwater Advisory Board meeting. My name is Abdurrahman Bila. I'm the chair of the board, and I'll kind of have everybody on the board go around and state their name and any city staff participating, as well as state their name for the record. So we'll start with you, Michael.
Good afternoon, good evening. I'm Michael Burrell. I'm the vice chair of the board.
Kevin.
Again, there we go. Kevin McGrain, secretary of the board.
Mike Wolf. Mike Wolf.
Oh, yep, that's me, Mike Wolf, City of North Liberty, the stormwater coordinator.
Thank you. Guy
Goldsmith. I am the Parks Director for the City of North Liberty.
Thank you. And we have Mr. Grant, who's just listening for advice when needed. I believe the packet was set for last quarter, October 14th, 2020 meeting. And we just need to run through the approval process for that board meeting. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the October 14th, 2020 meeting?
And folks, right here, I'm going to chime in. One of the best ways to do this, the chairman has asked for a motion, and so one of you might say "so moved," and then another would say "seconded." If you want to move and second the motion, you can also, if you want to make a motion, just say "I move that we X, Y, and Z" throughout the process. But that you'll have to be at a particular item in the agenda in order to be on topic and not out of order. So. In this one, the motion, the chair says that a motion to approve the minutes from the October 14th meeting would be in order. And then now it's up to one of the three of you to make that motion and then second.
Okay. All right. The minutes of the October 14th, 2020 are in order.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Moved by Michael and seconded by Kevin. Everybody in favor, say hi.
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? None recorded. Motion carried. Next topic on the agenda, public comment. Guide or anybody from city staff, do we have any public comments to address today, or anybody from the public attending the meeting?
Unaware of any attending the meeting.
Okay. Moving on to the next topic, the MidAmerican Trees Please Grant 2021 update. Guy, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you. So we filled out and submitted the MidAmerican Trees Please Grant. Within 2 weeks, we received word back already, and we're awarded with $1,000 to plant additional trees at Redfern Dog Park coming up this next spring. So that particular grant is something we apply for every year, and we applied for it last year also to plant trees at Redfern Dog Park, but we want to plant some additional ones, so that's where that $1,000 is going to go this spring.
Okay. Any questions or comments from the board about the MidAmerican Tree Please Grant 2021 update?
Nope.
None?
I don't think so. That's great to hear. Good news.
That is great to hear. Okay. Next topic would be our Tree City USA update.
Yes, we completed the Tree City USA recertification application and submitted it to the Iowa Department of Natural Resources Forestry Department. It has been approved at the state level and has been sent off to the Arbor Day Foundation for final approval. I haven't heard word back from that yet, but typically we are accepted. We have actually received this award as a Tree City USA participant for the past 24 years, or 25 years, I'm sorry. And this helps us obtain other tree grant funding as well as show how proactive North Liberty is in planting trees within our community.
Thank you for the update. Any questions or comment from the board? None.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Goldsmith. Moving on to the derecho update. What do we have? Thank you.
Sure. I just wanted to kind of give you a final update on derecho. The debris pile that we had down here, we had over 12,000 cubic yards of raw material. And a contractor came in and he ground that whole pile up and reduced it by about half. So right now, all that debris has been processed and it's just sitting in our, basically our maintenance yard, storage yard over there. We will have some discussion on what we're going to do with that mulch. Of course, we are going to use some as a, with the Parks Department, we're going to use some for tree mulching. But we may have some discussion to see if maybe the public could get some of it. There's just so much of it. So we're just trying to think of ways that we could have it removed from the site, because if we had to pay for it removed, it would be very expensive to have it removed. Otherwise, we're just going to leave it there to compost down over time.
Okay.
So that's just kind of a final, kind of the final thing for the derecho. It's all been cleaned up and this is where we're at now. So.
Okay. Would that discussion for potentially the public having access to it be done at the city level, or would it be done within this board?
We're gonna have to figure out the logistics of it, the legality of it. I know we can't sell it, but I'm pretty sure we can give it away. But then it comes to the point where how do we man that? We just can't open up the facility and let people come there as they choose to load up this mulch. So we're gonna have to figure out, you know, a good solid way to, if we're able to let the public come down and get some of the mulch. So
okay.
Those are things that are just gonna have to be worked out. Just a beginning discussion on it right now. So it'll probably come up in the future here for discussion.
Okay.
Hey, do you have any idea how much you would normally use just with the parks? How that compares to what you have?
Yeah, we could easily go through 1,500 cubic yard a season.
Mm-hmm.
That mulch will stay around for a number of years. So it's not just we're going to use it this year. We're going to continue to use it year after year after year. But
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the longer it sits there, the more it composts down, and it's not as nice. Right now, it's like beautiful material. It looks really nice. But yes, as a department, we use about 1,500 cubic yards per year to go through all of our tree mulching.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cool. Any other questions for Guy on the derecho update? None. Okay. Thank you. Moving up to the next item, the Muddy Creek Cleanup Day.
Sure. Every year we have, except this last year, of course, because of COVID, we have a Muddy Creek Bike Trail Muddy Creek Cleanup Day. We have the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, North Liberty residents, Tree and Stormwater Board members, city staff. We all meet at the rec center. And we start, some of us start at the north end of the bike trail. Some start at Forever Green Road and we work our way to the middle. We're just picking up any debris that we possibly can, cleaning up from the winter that blows in, what people kind of dump. We'll get, I mean, Mike can even vouch for this, but you get tires and bikes and appliances that just appear. And we try to clean all that stuff up before we start having green up and growth, so we can get, we're able to actually see it and get in there and clean it out. We normally get about a tonner or 2-tonner truckloads of material out every year. Unfortunately, this last April, we were not able to have it because of COVID. So city staff had to to kind of touch it up a little bit. We did get some complaints that it was not looking as good, but that's the reason why it was not cleaned up as well as it has been in the past. So I am hoping we can get out there this spring in April. It's on April 10th is the way we have it scheduled right now at 9 a.m. But we'll let you know for sure if we're able to have it or not. I'm not 100% sure if, since of the COVID and social distancing thing, but I'm kind of thinking we will be able to, because I think we can social distance well enough outside. So, and
Yeah,
we really need to have that cleanup.
And Guy, if we can't do that this year due to COVID, maybe we could work something out if the public collects trash on their own.
Yeah.
I'm sure I would be able to, if they load up a garbage bag and leave it by the creek, I'm sure that I could stop by and grab some bags or something
Sure.
like that.
Yeah, that's a
Where COVID
good
goes.
recommendation. Yeah.
Yeah. So regardless,
set up-
we're going to try to do something this year.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I guess, Mike, if we decide to go that route with the public participating, would we make like a garbage bags available that they can swing by and pick up and then go fill it up and leave it at a specific spot, and the city crew would later go and collect those?
That could be a possibility. I think Guy and I can talk about that a little bit and see if that could be something we could do. Just kind of an idea, shot in the dark, but we'll see what COVID does this year, and hopefully we can get everyone else together. But if we can't, like Guy said, we've received a couple complaints, so anything that we could do to help limit those, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the past, have there been cleanup efforts in other areas in North Liberty, or is Muddy Creek the main focus?
Muddy Creek has been the main focus. I think we have discussed having Mike about maybe broadening it a little bit, but like Muddy Creek is the big one.
Yeah, and most areas in town, drainage ways and most of our ponds too is all private property. So we have a really difficult time organizing or having, we can't give permission for people to be on these properties. So.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments on the Muddy Creek cleanup day?
I'll just let you know for sure. I'll send out an email when the time comes that I know for sure what's going on.
Okay, thank you. All right, we'll move on to the next item on the agenda, the North Liberty Harbor Day.
Yes, it's a proclamation that we have the mayor read every year. It's annually. This year it's going to be on April 30th. It correlates with the National Arbor Day Foundation. We do this because that is one requirement to get the Tree City USA recertification or certification. That is a requirement. So we want to make sure that we have a proclamation saying that we have Arbor Day.
Thank you very much, and thanks for explaining what these every one of these items mean to the general public as well, so we have an idea what we get for all those activities that the city undertakes. Any comments about Harbor Day from the board? None. Okay, we'll continue on the agenda now. The stormwaters updates. 2 items on the agenda. Mike or Guy, who's going with that one?
I'm gonna turn this over to Mike.
Okay.
That'll be me. The GIS progress, I just kind of wanted to touch on that. At the moment, we have a third party in doing mapping of all of our infrastructure. They won't be getting to the stormwater until we can work on a funding source for that. But what they are doing now is a sanitary sewer, and they will be coming in to do water. But what this has done is given us a really good idea of how the job will be that they're doing. And it's been going very well. They're getting through it very fast. We're going to get a ton of data, and it's going to make pretty much everyone's lives much easier. We'll work way more efficient with the information given to us. And I'm hoping that we can get moving with the storm system to do this here in the next, I'll say 1 year, but we'll see where that goes. But we're getting an idea of what it's going to be, and it's going to be fantastic for for city staff and any maintenance and work that we need to get done out there. So we're pretty excited about that, and I'm pretty excited to get the stormwater mapped out too here soon.
Will this be mostly for city staff to use for troubleshooting issues like clogging and other stuff? But as far as the general public, I mean, you can kind of see where the sewer runs through as a general information, right? Or
Yes, yeah. And it would be a lot of the access, the public will have access to the maps, but they won't have access to the data and everything that we're inputting and that is inputted.
Sure.
You know, pipe size, stuff like that. So
Right. Okay.
It's going to really improve our efficiency as a city.
Cool. All right. Thank you for that update. Anybody on the board with question about the GIS progress going on the sanitary side that could potentially help out on the stormwater side later? Nope. All right. Next item is old business. Anything that was addressed on our last meetings that anybody wants to bring up?
I just want to mention that I welcome any topic that you want to submit for a next meeting. When we make the agenda, I like to get those in there so we can actually talk about them.
Sure.
So always feel free to send me agenda items or something you want to talk about.
Thank you. Next item touches up on that new business. For what I understand, if anything that's not on the agenda that anybody on the board or anybody from the public has questions about or on, this would be brought up at this at this time, and we can briefly touch up on it and maybe come back and go into more details or in depth if it's an issue that needs to be addressed on the city side. So with that said, anybody has any new business they would like to talk about?
No new business.
No new business. All right. So with that, we are at the end of our quarterly meeting of today. So the way I close it is.
A motion to adjourn might be in order if you're looking to.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Grant. All right. A motion to adjourn the meeting today.
And one of you would need to move. And
So moved.
Second.
All right. Thank you. Everybody in an agreement, say hi.
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Nobody opposing. So the motion carries and we are adjourned. Our next meeting is set for April 14th, 2021 at 7 p.m. And we will send out an email if that date doesn't work or any change is happening. So with that, we'll say thank you everybody for your time tonight, and thank you for your your participation. And we'll see you all in April.
Thank you.
Thank you.